everybody.
Hi. I woke up, walked into work at 3 o'clock this morning and thought, well, I never left.
Oh, really? The weekend went that fast for you?
And I know you had a busy weekend too, but do you ever have those Mondays where you're like,
what? Yeah, it flew
like
by.
just here?
Yes, and here we are again. Although my Monday was fantastic because Heather Abraham is the sweetest person ever. Look what I found on my desk when I came to work. Cinnamon rolls with cream cheese icing.
Yeah.
You're too good to me.
So I gave some to you and some to Jill, and I admittedly, the ones in the middle of the pan, there were some that didn't cook all the way through. And so I kind of tried to rebake them, and so they were just left in the pan, and so I just kind of started piecing apart each one and taking a bite and a bite. So I made like 6 cinnamon rolls over the weekend.
It has happened to all of us, Heather. No shame in that. I had a little bit of a baking fail, and I was trying to fix it and ended up eating them. And I'm still alive, so they're safe to eat. They're
Don't
safe
worry.
to eat. No, I'm excited about it. Thank you very much.
Good.
And let's talk about our weekends because I really did have a very busy weekend. They sent me to New York City.
They sent, who's they?
Well, you know, the station, the people in charge here. So they sent me to New York City, and it was because it was to see the new Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers movie. So Saturday night I got to see the movie, and then on Sunday I got to interview the stars minus Tom Hanks. We'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah.
But first, I want to show you a video from the red carpet premiere.
Ooh.
So this happened last night in New York. Now, I was not invited to this. I was already on a plane on my way home at this point, but I met all these people. And so they launched this. Tom Hanks, of course, was there for the premiere. So was Mrs. Rogers. Joanne Rogers was there. Matthew Rhys, I interviewed him. He was fantastic.
So neat.
Yeah, and they all talked about Pittsburgh. When I walked into the room and I said, "Oh, I'm from KDKA in Pittsburgh," and every single person was like, "We loved Pittsburgh. The experience of filming in Pittsburgh was so cool for them." So actually, we want to hear from Joanne Rogers because she's talking about what Fred would have thought of Tom Hanks playing him.
Okay.
I'm delighted because I've been so involved in the legacy. And I think, you know, Fred would be very grateful.
So at the special presentation Saturday night, they had a recorded message from Joanne Rogers, just talking. Believes Fred Rogers would be very, very pleased someone like Tom Hanks is portraying him.
So, and now someone portrays Joanne in the movie too. I wonder
true.
What that would be like to see.
I know.
Who do they choose?
Who would you want to play you? If you were in a movie?
No, I don't know. Some people say I look a little bit like Scarlett Johansson. I don't see it, but
Mary
I'll
Rob
take
Jackson
it.
always would say that. She would say, "You look exactly like Scarlett Johansson," and she would be wonderful to play you in a movie. We got to get on this.
What about you?
No.
Who would
I have no idea. Maybe Neil Patrick Harris? Marie's
Yes.
saying yes. All right.
Definitely.
All right, so I want to tell you more about my weekend. And one of the things they had set up after you saw the movie and you were going to interview the stars, they had the original puppets set up. And so I was able to take a little video of the puppets, and so hopefully we have this, but the Daniel Striped Tiger was there, Lady Elaine was there, King Friday was there. Oh, here they are, yes. So this is set up as we're waiting to interview, and they had this little miniature village set up too, because there are parts in the movie where they do what they did in the TV show, where they show Pittsburgh and you see a little incline coming up the hill, you see New York City, the planes that fly back and forth to show the travel, very cool. And this is not a biography of Mr. Rogers, it's really a story about this writer who was and he was kind of cynical about it, and he had some life issues going on, and so it's a story about how Mr. Rogers takes an interest in him and helps him.
Okay, so what is your take on the film? Were you crying? Did you laugh?
Gosh. You cry, you laugh. It's everything you want it to be.
Is it
no,
really?
I thought they did an excellent job. I talked to them about like the responsibility of Mr. Rogers' image and telling that story right. I thought they did a great job with that. And so anyhow, I was on the hunt for Tom Hanks.
Well, naturally.
And he was only doing national interviews, so it was the only star that I didn't get to interview. But he was there, so I waited in the lobby, or not the lobby, the hallway of the hotel, and I'm going to show you. I got a picture of Tom Hanks, and then this was the first time I saw him, and then there were 2 more times he came by, and I wanted to like stop him and say, "Pittsburgh, I'm from Pittsburgh," or something. But there was always like a cavalcade of people walking him.
Cavalcade, that's a good word for your Monday morning.
Yes, it's a Scrabble word. Yes.
Is this right before the security was like, "Excuse me, sir, we're going to need you to leave"?
That's the thing, because I have been like to a red carpet thing before where I'm shouting out people's names. This wasn't the environment to shout out his name.
Everybody was being
but
proper.
I did get a picture. So anyhow,
across the room.
lots of good stuff that we're going to be sharing throughout the week here on PTL, and also Wednesday at 5 on KDKA News at 5. We're going to have the big report about sort of the behind the scenes, interviewing the stars, talking about Pittsburgh, and really more about the movie too.
Well, and here's something. You were the only reporter from Pittsburgh to be there?
Yeah, I was really honored that we got a Pittsburgh exclusive when we were there. And I think we maybe have one more picture that I want to show, because I was talking about the little neighborhood that they have set up. So they had this set up, which was really extraordinary. The little trolley moved on the track. I mean, they spare no expense when they're launching these movies.
That's so true.
We had sandwiches.
What kind of... Were they fancy
They
sandwiches?
were fancy sandwiches. There was sandwiches and desserts and soup and, yeah.
So you had your fill before flying back.
Hoda Kotb was in line right behind me, and I was getting ready to talk to Hoda Kotb because I'm a fan of hers. And then I turn around and she's vanished. So she apparently had second thoughts about the sandwiches.
That's because she knows that we're on competing hours in the morning.
That's true, yes.
Talk to the competition.
Right, that's true.
Okay, well,
I intimidated her.
So my weekend was not as exciting, per usual.
But you baked.
But I baked. So I guess I'll share a few pictures with you. This is Saturday morning.
Oh.
So, you know, just pour my first cup of coffee, and slowly each child starts coming onto the, I mean, obviously I was holding Rocco, but then Lila cuddles up, and then Sonny wants to get on the arm of the chair, and then Lucy jumps up, and Frankie looks over at me and goes, "I'm the nice one of this family. Why is no one sitting with me? I'm the one that plays with them. Why?"
And can I tell you, that is so much more special than waiting in a hallway for Tom Hanks.
Are you sure?
Yes, it is.
I guess you're
That's
right.
fantastic, Heather.
I do love them. So that was for about 5 minutes. And guess what I did?
You put up the stockings.
We decorated for Christmas. I said to heck with it. I said, we're just going to do it because next weekend we're so busy. We have light up night festivities, and then, you know, it's just Sunday is football, and we have so much going on. And so I said, you know what, let's just do it.
I'm glad you went for it. Yeah.
So
you've
we did
expanded
it.
the holiday season, and I love your stockings.
Yeah.
That's what's so nice about having a fireplace and a mantle, because you can put the stockings up, like either in a staircase or a fireplace. We don't have either of those. So.
It was a lot of fun, and I did spend some time in the kitchen baking and made the girls milkshakes and cooked Sunday dinner.
I made something for me.
But it was nice to be in the kitchen all day. I was happy to do it.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about someone special who was in town. We're going to talk about McCutcheon. Can we do that next?
Andrew McCutcheon.
Yeah, he was in town, and you know, he makes Pittsburgh home. I didn't realize this in the off season.
Right. How cool is that?
Maria is from Pittsburgh.
Right.
His wife, and so he was back here in Pittsburgh and helping out with something that's very special to him, giving back.
Yeah, in fact, he was spreading acts of kindness, you would say, and today he's going to be serving meals and handing out warm coats at the Light of Life mission. But this is part of his Kutch Week of Charity of his new Project Pittsburgh. And so on Saturday, he was helping teens job hunting, or giving them job hunting advice, also providing them clothes to wear during interviews. So I think this is the video we see there. But he's urging everybody to volunteer, and I think it's really cool.
Do you know that they are expecting their second child?
Oh, congratulations to that.
I saw them once at Ross Park Mall, not long after he moved, when he switched teams, got traded. And I saw him, and I just casually walked over to him, and I said, "Good to have you back in Pittsburgh." He said, "Thanks." Frankie told me I was such a dork for saying it, but I had to say something. How do you not say something to Andrew McCutcheon? He was at the play area with his son.
And I love that he responded there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to talk about something that I'm going to have tonight at 11 o'clock on KDKA News, and this is such an interesting story.
Fascinating.
So like your phone, your tech devices, your little smart speaker in your house, are they really listening? Are they spying on you?
It seems that way.
Well, it turns out there's more to it than I ever realized. And so what we did is we went, this very brave friend of mine, she agreed to have us come in and listen to everything that has been recorded on her Alexa in the last 2 years. So she had never even realized that you can do this. You can go back in, they're keeping these recordings, and in some cases with the smart speakers, humans are actually listening, and they have a reason why. So we went to an expert to talk about the reasons why, and also to talk about cell phones and what they're doing as far as getting information on you. So just listen to a little of a snippet from the story. What's your reaction when you're listening to this?
It's crazy. Crazy that they're listening to what you're doing. You don't even know when. It's just bizarre.
Are our devices spying on us? Are they?
Maybe. It's hard to know when they're spying on us and when they're not. At this point in time, we should be somewhat paranoid. There's reason to be concerned about it.
And what was really interesting, we're going to show you tonight at 11 o'clock how you can go in and listen to that stuff, also change the settings. You can't actually stop the recording in some cases, but you can delete the recordings. And we got an answer, a possible answer to, like, has this happened to you? You're talking to somebody about, like, we need to buy shoes.
And then all of a sudden shoes pop up.
Shoes pop up on your phone, and you're thinking, is the phone listening? There are a number of reasons why that may have happened. And so our expert will tell us that. It's all tonight at 11 o'clock on KDKA.
I will not be staying up until 11. I'm sorry, but I can't wait to see the piece.
Okay,
I will
good.
check at KDKA.com for sure.
Good, yeah, check it out.